Well, we want to welcome everyone this morning. We'll get started in just a couple moments. It's just a couple minutes from 11 o'clock Eastern. So we'll let everyone kind of get into the room here and give you a couple minutes to get situated, and then we'll get started. All right, I want to welcome those of you who are with us now. We'll get started in just a couple of moments. We're just waiting for a few more to join us. All right. Well, it's that time. So just want to welcome everyone who joined us this morning. We appreciate you coming out this Friday. Happy Friday to everyone. Weekend's here. So we look forward to getting into our presentation this morning. Again, the top 14 sales ideas for 2021. And before we do that, again, wanted to thank you for coming out. I know everyone's busy. And hopefully this information can be valuable to you in your sales practice. My name is Jason McClellan. I just want to remind everyone that we are in listen only mode. So what we'd like to do is answer some questions. We'll keep an eye on those questions throughout. Just go ahead and type those in and we'll try to answer those best we can with the time that we have. And if not, we can wait till the end and we can open that up for discussion as well. Real quickly, I guess, just to make sure everything's working properly this morning, technology is cooperating. Could I see just a show of hands just to make sure that we've got good audio and video and that you can see my screen just fine? All right. Can everyone hear me? That's the important part. Okay, looks like we're getting some response here. Okay, good. So at least you can hear me. I appreciate that. That tells me we can jump into the full presentation now. Again, Insurance Advisors Direct welcomes you this morning. As you may know, if you've attended these throughout last year and into the first of this year, this is what we call our Friday webinar series, and something we try to be very consistent with throughout the year. especially as we're coming into certain selling seasons. And what we try to do as a full service FMO is go beyond just bringing you new products, new carriers. Of course, that's important, and you'll see plenty of that from us throughout the year. But certainly to bring other value to you, to your business, and thus that you can utilize in the growth of your practice. And so each year, you can always go back and revisit some of our old recordings, but we've done what we call our top 14 sales ideas. Now, if you've sat through these before, there are some that seem to remain the same. We feel that overall, with opportunities, growth opportunities within the insurance industry, that these play a very valuable role. We see growth to these areas throughout the country in other areas. And we want to make sure that you as independent agents are hearing and learning more about those, and how we at Insurance Advisors Direct and how our sales team can help you to also tap into these markets or tap into these growth opportunities. So we feel like giving you a brief overview of what they are will at least give you some food for thought, things to think about when you're building out your year, building out your business and marketing plan, with your goals, with your objectives. And certainly if there's areas that you're not familiar with, or you're not just quite sure how to dive into, because this is more of just an overview, we'd love to take the opportunity to spend some more time with you to take a deeper dive and show you both how to do that, what resources that we can provide to make that easier, share with you experiences of what other agents are doing across the country successfully, things to avoid that are unsuccessful, and of course, help you to maximize your year and your growth. So as usual, this presentation will also be recorded and will be put out onto our YouTube page. If you haven't done so, we encourage you to go to our YouTube channel, just type in Insurance Advisors Direct, subscribe, click the notification button, and you'll be notified every time we put up a new video. Though every Friday we will have our webinars that will be uploaded. We will be doing, going into February, we will be doing more presentations more frequently on a variety of topics and products, and those too will be deposited. So week in and week out, you should see some very valuable, up-to-date new information being posted there. So we encourage you to join us on that side. So again, let's get into our top 14 sales ideas for this year. And one of the topics that we spend a lot of time on with agents, and we've done this for many years, is talking about package and cross-selling opportunities. We work with agents all over the country, and we tend to find that agents seem to get into their comfort zone. They work with some of their core products, and sometimes we get caught up concentrating on that core product and not so much about how we can adapt or grow or include other very valuable products within our sales practice. And let's face it, when you're working with individuals across the country, in your state, in your area, however you conduct business, your clients certainly have different needs. They have different needs that also will change and vary as they get older, as they age, as they enter into new phases of their life. Their family will do the same. And if you're looking for referrals, obviously they need to know that you do other things beyond just selling under 65 health or just doing Medicare insurance. Those are all great opportunities, but we want to make sure that we're positioning ourselves as an expert in the areas that we are capable of representing. And for those of you with a life and health license, that's a pretty broad license. For those of you with the P&C license, that in itself is pretty broad. And many of you that we work with, I know, also have life and health. So it's obvious that you can service a multitude of products. Sometimes we just need to remind ourselves that those products have a lot of value to these people. I don't know about you, but when I was an agent in the field, I found it extremely frustrating if I was dealing with someone and I kind of got caught in this habit myself, just selling Medicare or just selling long-term care and forgetting to ask about life insurance, forgetting to ask about some of these other products, and having to go in and do a review with that client to find out they just purchased life insurance and were surprised that we didn't know we offered that, or that we work with those products. And again, shame on me for not presenting those earlier. So again, we want to just take a look at our clients, better understand their needs, better understand what products they feel are important to them. And by doing that and asking those questions, you are effectively showing yourself different ways that you can grow your practice with products that are very valuable. So I would encourage you to do anything you can to package and cross sell. If you go to one of our videos we did last week, and if you want to see that on YouTube, you can, but we talked a little more in depth about how to utilize some technology to even help in that respect. Or we do have selling systems that we've created that can help you do a better job package and cross-selling. So if you're appointed with us, all of those tools are accessible to you, and we would love to get you more information and show you how to use those cross-selling tools. But the cross-selling tools are important, I think, especially for those of you who may not be comfortable yet doing package selling. It may show you the right questions to ask. It's going to certainly show you how to position those products, because we understand the concerns. You don't want to feel like you're just selling insurance and selling everything that you have in your briefcase. But when you're presenting it as solutions and you're doing it properly, it's more understandable to your client. They get the need, they get the reason for it. And certainly, in many cases, they're very interested to hear what those solutions can do for them. So we just need to ask the right questions and do proper positioning. So we encourage you to look at what your practice is, what you're selling, what you're using in your day-to-day presentations, and let's consider what other products might make sense for those clients. So we'll get into a little more detail when it comes to products as we go through this. And one of those package selling products that we find can be very important is dental, vision, and hearing, or traditionally like a dental product. Now, we do a lot of Medicare, we do a lot of senior focused products, so we do talk about this as a great complement to Medicare. As a matter of fact, right now we're in our OEP season where people are still maybe making some transitions with their Medicare products, or people are aging into Medicare, they're turning 65, maybe they're choosing a Medicare supplement. We know in the Medicare Advantage world, many of these products may have some dental benefits built into them, but with Medicare supplements, they don't. And it's amazing when we talk to agents about asking questions and understanding your client's needs. When we talk to people and we do surveys with some of our internal clients, we'll ask them if they have a need or an interest in dental. And in many cases, we hear yes. And then if we ask if our representative had actually discussed that with them, in many cases, we hear no. So that's unfortunate, because that's such a simple question to ask that could lead to more business, ultimately giving you more opportunities, helping your clients satisfy needs they have, and certainly putting more commissions in your pocket. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's your business. So if we're doing our business better, doing it right, asking these questions, we see it can very easily grow in areas that we maybe haven't seen in the past. So I would consider dental vision. As a matter of fact, we are currently rolling out 2 new products nationally, 2 great products that come with some of the highest benefits I've seen, $5,000 to $6,000 in annual benefits. We have carryover benefits, high commissions that are level for life. So the new dental packages are much more robust than they used to be, and can be very beneficial and still very cost affordable to clients. So think about including this. And this goes to across the spectrum of all products that you might represent. It doesn't have to be Medicare. Just think about adding this in if it's a product you have not been promoting at this point. Second to that is hospital indemnity. Now, you could include a hospital indemnity, or maybe a slight variation to that, maybe like an accident plan. Those might be valuable to somebody who's under 65. Maybe they have a family, and maybe they are involved in activities or sports that could cause some, unfortunate out-of-pocket expenses if there was an injury involved. Certainly in the Medicare space, we see hospital indemnity as a very valuable tool, because here we're selling these great $0 plans. It may be saving your clients a tremendous amount of money, putting them in a product that's very good, very robust in certain areas. But we ultimately know if they have to use those, that there are some costs involved. There are some copays, deductibles, potential co-insurances, and we want to make sure that we're explaining that. Now, we might also want to ask, if we're not doing so, how they would handle those out-of-pocket expenses. Are they prepared? Are they comfortable with those? Would they be able to take care of those expenses without impacting their day-to-day lives? And if the answer is no, you may consider and may talk to them about a low-cost hospital indemnity plan that could, again, do a better job for them, make their plans work better. For a simple $25, $30 a month when they're paying zero premium on their Medicare Advantage, other than their Part B, this could be a very valuable product for them, one that makes them feel more comfortable with the decision. And again, shows that you're doing a better job at preparing your clients. And then ultimately you get paid a commission for doing that. Hospital indemnity, accident plans, again, they can be used in a pretty broad market. They might be benefits if you're a group producer, important to talk about. Within hospital indemnity, we have a tremendous amount of top-rated carriers that fill those needs. Some are more on a per cost item. Some of them are more larger lump sums. We have some that will cover in-hospital stays once you're admitted. And then some of the new ones actually extend that to beyond just being admitted, but also being in observation, which is important because within the Medicare realm, that has become something that's popular, where hospitals aren't admitting people. They are very simply putting them into observation for a period of time, so they don't have to worry about readmission and so forth. So again, those could be costs that may not be covered by their Medicare Advantage plan. So again, these hospital indemnity plans have become very valuable. They've become very popular, and we are seeing a trend of agents using those more frequently. So certainly something to consider. This next one, if we get into and kind of stay maybe in the theme of Medicare, is looking for new opportunities within the Medicare space. Now, again, we're talking to a group of you that have obviously clients all over the place, not sure what state you're in, what type of products you specialize in. But of course, within the Medicare arena, there are a lot of different products out there to serve a lot of different needs. And one of the markets that we've been very actively involved in for, myself alone, 17 plus years, is a product that fits into what we call the group retiree medical space, or you could maybe, liken it to a group Medicare product, group Medicare supplement, group Medicare Advantage. It's a group product designed in that space. The difference in the attractiveness to this product is they will actually go down to one life. Now, if you're in the group space, you understand how unique that is. Most products don't exist as a group product that will go down to one life. So the great part about that is it opens a lot of doors. This is a very unique product. The way it's built, the chassis it's built on is different and unique to Medicare supplements, although it looks very similar to like a Plan F or a G. So you can kind of liken it to those products. But because it's filed as a group product, we see much more rate stability. We see a product that now can continue to grow as those groups grow, as persons either move into 65 and now they have access to Medicare, they can enroll. If they retire from those locations, they can enroll. It opens up a whole group of new potential relationships that essentially become centers of influence for you. So when you think about people who could be maybe an S Corp, a C Corp, an LLC, those are all eligible. Associations, in some cases, we have the opportunity to add municipalities is a big one for these products. Beyond that, we look at nonprofits, we can look at churches. So there's a whole host of organizations that we can essentially get in front of with these products, and these might offer solutions that they weren't aware existed, and certainly could benefit them and their needs, whether it's themselves or their employees. We do see some even small companies where ownership had started that company quite some time ago, has grown it over the years, and now they're looking to retire. This is a perfect product for someone like that. And to really dive into it deeper and understand the true benefits, how it's unique, how it's different, how it could open more doors for you, we'd have to have a more thorough conversation. But just know that it exists, because if you ever run into that, even if it's not your business, we have a lot of agents that call us and they just stumble across this, just like I stumbled across it 17 years ago. And we had a need and we went out, found a solution, and now we've been heavily tied into this product. But if you ever stumble across it in your Medicare efforts, there is something out there that exists. And again, as you can see, there's really no minimum. There's no minimum participation. And those groups, once they're set up and established, they'll go on indefinitely, and you'll always be the agent getting credit for that. So tremendous product. All right, let's see and make sure we don't have any questions. Doesn't look like it so far. So if we get into number 5, our email marketing platform, we talked about this a little more at length in our presentation last week. We also have other presentations that talk more about this. So if you want to see more of an in-depth training, or you'd like to have a personal conversation, talk about this more, please, check out those other videos. Let us know. But we do encourage you, especially if you're a smaller agency or you're maybe an independent agent working for yourself, to get involved with email marketing platforms. They can really do a tremendous job for your business, helping you grow, helping you to market yourselves in the community that you work in, make yourself more visible to the people that could become your clients, who you hope to earn their trust. But again, you could be the best person in the neighborhood. You could have the best products, best services. If people don't know you're there, it's very difficult for your business to grow and for them to benefit from those services. So just think about that. Now, we can help you. Our marketing team can certainly give you some direction. We have a host of different email marketing platforms that we would recommend. Some of those are very low cost. Some can even be free. We can show you how to use those. We can help you get comfortable with those. And you can really automate those things. So maybe now you spend a lot of time calling your clients. You could actually implement a strategy that sends a certain type of email. Then it follows up with another email. Maybe it helps set appointments for you by notifying your clients they're due for their annual review. So it can really take a lot of different labor off of your plate. I know that in our world, we help independent agents all the time, help keep them busy or out doing what they do best, which is selling. So we take on a lot of the sales and administrative parts for them. Email marketing can do the same thing. If you're juggling a lot of plates, ultimately, email marketing can help alleviate a lot of extra work and help keep you in front of your clients. And again, could be a big tool when it comes to earning referrals or cross-selling, package selling across other platforms. So great to have if you don't already. All right, the next one is get your Medicare sales and marketing kit. Okay, again, kind of along the Medicare theme, but we do see Medicare obviously as a huge industry. It's one I've been involved in for 23 years. It's one that many of you may have or are getting involved in. But we do see a lot of agents from different industries, and they need to know some of the basics. They need to learn a little bit about Medicare, how to get involved, what the opportunities are. So again, what we have done, and we've actually done this for all of our product lines, which we'll talk about at the end, but we've built a sales and marketing success kit that you can actually tap into if you're an appointed agent of ours. And you can certainly benefit from a lot of the tools that we've created. These are tools being used by other agents across the country. These are tools that we've used over the years in our own personal sales, ones that we've adapted to the current environment, the current market. We have a whole host, a whole library. Those marketing pieces can be updated with your contact information free of charge from our marketing team. And you can utilize them in whatever format, whether it be an email campaign through your platform that you use, or a mailer, a postcard. We have agents right now that we've created postcards for, letters saying, hey, we didn't get a chance to sit down with you in AEP. We'd like to set up an appointment in OEP. So again, whatever it is within the marketing, of Medicare that we can do, or maybe you say, hey, I need to understand more about Medicare. I need to learn the basics, the 101. We put on both virtual and live presentations all the time. We have full sales and marketing kits. We just introduced last week our new simplified selling guide that if you're new to Medicare, you can literally step yourself through along with your clients, both either live or in a virtual setting, through that booklet to make a full Medicare presentation. So a very valuable tool. And again, we offer those items free of charge to agents who are appointed and working with Insurance Advisors Direct. Increase your Medicare supplement commissions. Okay, so still on the Medicare theme. Well, this is interesting because utilizing what we know about Medicare, if we're keeping in contact with our clients, this might be something you're automatically doing second nature, and you're not realizing the impact it's having both on your clients' needs, but also on your commissions. But we're going to talk a little more directly for a moment about being more specific about this. Now, in Michigan, which I see some of you on this call are from Michigan, we have a certain Medicare commission lifespan. In other states where we work with agents, those commissions are a different lifespan. You know, what we tend to find is they're either levelized for like 3 years, sometimes 6 years, and sometimes a bit longer, or sometimes it's a first year commission and then it's 50% of that for the second year and beyond. What you can do, and this is a technique that agents have been using and successful Medicare supplement agents have been using for many years, is looking at your clients, looking at their plans, looking at their premiums on a regular basis, and making sure that those plans are most appropriate. Because what you'll find if you're not doing this already, when we talk to some agents who are very successful selling Medicare supplements, they sell those products, they work well for their clients, they're happy. And then all of a sudden, 5-10 years passes and they realize that their clients are still in those programs. No doubt they must still be working, but they've never really taken the chance to go back and revisit those. Now, what you'll find if you do some simple math, and we've done presentations on this as well, going into more detail and actually sharing those true numbers with you. But if we see an average single digit increase each year with a Medicare supplement plan, if you stretch that out 5, 6, 7 years, you'll tend to find that the plans that they're on today, you could put them in with another carrier. Hopefully their health is still good and they can get through underwriting. But if they can, you can put them with a new carrier. In many cases, at their new age, maybe it's, let's say 72, they can get that same plan with a new carrier at almost the original rate that you put them in at 5, 6, 7 years ago. So what you've done essentially is you've done a better job helping your client stay with a supplement that they probably prefer, but you've also saved them quite a bit. You know, maybe you've saved them $50, $70 a month. Now, if there's a husband and wife, you multiply that by 2, that's some significant savings on an annual basis. But from a business standpoint, what you've also done is you've increased your commissions, because now you've taken them from your lower commission, which we know that after those 6 years or after those 3 years, those commissions tend to dip to a very small number, more of a maintenance commission. Well, now you get to put them into a new plan for a brand new whole commission and start your 3 or 6 years over again. So you've done a better job for the client. You've earned more doing it. I would call that a success. And again, just a very simple technique that you can use to increase your commissions in the Medicare supplement space. Our next one is CRM tools. Again, I think we've kind of gotten the theme to the last year and this year, which is technology. We've all had to get comfortable with Zoom, maybe many other screen sharing programs. And so to continue that trend, we are seeing that the more agencies and agents are implementing both email marketing systems and also CRM tools. Now, CRM, if you're not familiar, stands for Customer Relationship Management. And that's ultimately what it does, is it's managing your relationship with your clients. And hopefully they're not just customers. Hopefully they're true clients, and you've been doing that cross-selling and that package selling. But these can do a wonder for your business. These can keep track of notes, keep track of forms and documents to store those. Many of these operate off the cloud, so you don't have to have a big storage space on your computer. You can set appointments and follow-ups. Let's say you're doing quotes or you're working with them on another plan. You can set reminders for yourself. There's a whole host of things that can be done. Now, if you're even just using an Excel spreadsheet, you're kind of using a very basic, early version of CRM. So it's become much more complex. And some of these listed here are utilized by agents. Some of these are a little more robust. They might be a higher cost, but some of these are very affordable. In fact, I've gotten some great response from organizations who are using like Sugar. I know we've had some agent relationships of ours using Radius Bob with great success. They really enjoy it. Less annoying CRM. Actually, one of our agencies here in Michigan told me they started using that with success. Some of our lead offers, because we do leads for agents, some of our lead management tools, like for example here, Target Leads, our agents use those as both their lead management tool and also as their CRM, because essentially it has some of the same features and functionality. So if you're not using CRM to keep yourself organized, once your business continues to grow, you're really going to start seeing how that can significantly impact your time and cost you ultimately, both in time and in sales. So I'd recommend getting involved with a small CRM program if you haven't done so already. The next portion here, number 9, and this is a little more specific to Insurance Advisors Direct, but when we talk about leads, when we talk about co-op, when we talk about helping you to build your business, again, as a full service FMO, we go beyond just the product offerings and getting you contracted. We do a whole lot of training, support, education, giving you sales tools. But one of the other things that we do for those of you, because maybe you say, hey, I'm good. I don't necessarily need all of that. I don't really need to go to your website for a lot of these tools and perks. But what I would like is to obviously grow my business and be compensated fairly for that and be rewarded. So we have a whole reward system. Now agents can go who are contracted, they can register for this on our website, or we can send you a form that you can register. We have essentially 5 different levels. Now there's 4 of them mentioned here today. Level 1 is available to all contracted agents that you can enroll. You'll see a host of benefits from AHIP reimbursements to contracting bonuses, referral bonuses. There's a lead co-op program in there. If you're doing a certain amount of business with us, with any of our product lines, you'll earn those lead co-op dollars. When you move into some of the higher levels and you're more doing a consistent business with us, you can basically earn lead co-op banks. Some of these levels, we start the year with some of our top agencies with thousands of dollars that they have access to for leads and marketing. We have programs where we build websites for agents. We just launched that. And though there may be a small cost for someone at the level 1, ultimately, as you move up in those levels, we absorb those costs as a thank you for the business. A lot of the co-op dollars can be used for a number of things. We, have agencies that we actually help take care of some of their overhead, whether it be their travel expenses, their other business operating expenses. So it goes far beyond lead co-op. If marketing leads are something that you say, hey, I'm all set, I don't really need much of that, I have a pretty steady stream of referrals coming in, well, let us help you even with some of those other business expenses that can hopefully help to alleviate you from paying those, and you can put those dollars into something else to help grow your business. Maybe it's bringing on other people to assist you, bringing on more agents. We have a lead advisor category that we ultimately will set agents up. They're kind of a special team within our organization. Though they're independent, they have access to special tools, special trips, special perks, incentives, lead programs. And so someone who's consistently doing business with us could ultimately be invited to join that team as well. So whole host of other benefits that we try to offer and provide to our agents. So we encourage you to get involved with that. If you're contracted with us, please, it takes no more than 2 minutes to go fill out that form. And now your business will start earning you these additional perks. Number 10, limited medical. Now, you could essentially throw a few products into this category for the under 65 market. Limited medical, sure, ACA plans, short-term care or short-term medical, as well as health sharing plans or Christian-based, faith-based programs. We have seen a tremendous amount of success with the limited medical plans over the last couple of years. As you know, ACA was obviously creating some challenges, creating greater costs for our clients. We all kind of looked for other ways that we could help these people get into these programs. And what we've seen kind of come rise to the surface and shine a bit are limited medical products. So we have agents selling them all over the country, both on an individual or a group basis. They've got a whole host of benefits. We see a significant cost savings if you're using these plans. We see most individuals or families would save about 50 to 60% off of a traditional ACA plan. Now, they may not be as robust. They may not offer certain benefits that your clients need. So again, you have to understand what their needs and concerns are, but certainly taking into account their budget. But the nice thing with these programs is in many cases, they have little to no deductibles. You can use those benefits more quickly, more upfront. Now, they may not have the catastrophic coverage that could go on forever. Some of these may be capped at 1 million or 3 million, but that's a pretty substantial amount of money for someone who's of normal health and who just needs something in case of an emergency or in case something happens and they need to go use it. So, if somebody's concerned, maybe they have chronic conditions, maybe they need those unlimited benefits, maybe the ACA plans are right where they need to be. But ultimately, for the majority of population who's healthy, who may not see a doctor in a year or might go for a checkup once a year, maybe they go in for a small injury. These are perfect plans that can do a significant, job at saving your clients money, which again, you could look at putting into other products that might help them, whether it be cancer products, hospital indemnity, accident, other low-cost products that could also serve their needs. So if you're not doing limited medical, please reach out to us. We have a team that specializes in this and we can help get you started. Let's see, we're on number 11. Kind of going along with our under 65 theme, ask your clients, who do they have their cancer insurance with? Now, we've talked about this before, and we continue to talk about it because we do think that cancer insurance presents a tremendous opportunity and is really a needed product. We talk to people all the time that say, I never knew this existed. Well, they probably have an insurance agent that they've worked with. So guess what that insurance agent or agents didn't do? They didn't ask them about it. They didn't talk about it. They didn't offer any suggestions. And we know, and I don't want to be, I could probably confidently say that every one of us has an experience. We've lost loved ones. Maybe we've had our own experience. Cancer touches everybody. And many people you talk to don't know these plans exist. They don't know the value of these plans. And you have to remember that some insurances are starting to make changes as to how they view certain cancer treatments. If you're of a certain age or they don't feel it's beneficial, they may not pay for it. Well, what if you still want that procedure? What if it's considered experimental? Wouldn't you or someone you love do anything they could to get that treatment? Of course. But if cost becomes the prohibiting factor, then there's where we see the problem. And in many cases, that is the real problem. So here with a simple scheduled or lump sum product, we could alleviate that. I know individuals who go to other countries for certain cancer treatments that may not be approved here in the States. Well, your insurance won't cover that. You may not have the budget to do that, but certainly a lump sum cancer could give you the freedom and flexibility to use those dollars to go get the treatment that you need. So there's a lot of reasons that this plan can be very valuable. We just don't see many agents talking about it. But that question that we talked about here, who do you have your cancer insurance with? That comes from an agent of ours who was in the state of Colorado. And she was a top Medicare agent. She did a lot of other products, and she decided to get more involved in this community and working with cancer due to a personal situation. And so she started calling all her clients, and she just asked him that question: who do you have your cancer insurance with? And she became one of our carrier's #1 cancer producers in the country that year, just with a simple question. So it doesn't have to be real involved, doesn't have to be hard. So I encourage you to take that question and give it a try, and certainly help people who may have that concern. Number 12, we talk about boosting your income by adding final expense. So again, this might be considered more of a cross-sell type product, but are you again asking questions? Do you have maybe a client profile sheet? If you don't, we have some that we can give you, but utilize those questions to understand your client's needs. See, a lot of clients and people we talk to, have a concern that they know they're going to die at some point. Are those expenses covered, or is that burden fall to their children, to their spouse, to the remaining family they have? Have they done something to prevent that cost or burden? Do they have a plan that went away when they retired, or they discontinued when they turned 65? We find a lot of seniors that actually find that their plans they thought were permanent and they're actually term. And they're losing that coverage, and they're upset by this. They didn't understand that's what they were purchasing. So final expense is a great low-cost way to give older persons an opportunity to have a reduced underwritten product that makes it more accessible to even those with health problems. They can buy small face amounts that would cover burial or some other simple outside costs. But certainly it's a product they can use, a product that they like, and ultimately, again, it proves that you're doing a better, more thorough job with your clients, and certainly earning additional commissions to do that. Now, if you've never sold final expense, not only do we have quoting tools that can benefit you, so you can see kind of the lay of the land, what plans are competitive, but we have enrollment tools, we have selling systems and tools, questions to ask presentation material, statistics. So we have a whole host of things. We even have with some of our carriers plans that you can offer to them to give them free and discounted services that will actually help them shop for certain items when they're planning for a funeral, that will give them discounts as part of an association. So there's a whole host of benefits and reasons why people should look at these products. So hopefully you're doing what you can to present those. But again, if it's new and you have questions, we'd love to chat with you. We have a dedicated team that handles life products here that we can help you out with. All right, upgrade your marketing this year for better success. Now, I'm not sure the level of experience of those of you with us today, but one famous quote from a friend of mine who has traveled the country for 40 years training agents was, you have to market your way in, and then you have to sell your way out. And I love that because that's so true. You have to be visible, whether it's through having a website, which we can work with you on, or having marketing materials that you take to meetings or that you send to your clients, whether it's having a professional business card, whether it's having letters that go out to your clients from time to time, postcards with notifications. Maybe we still work in the field and we like to leave things behind in their door if they're not available. Maybe it's mailers, we send out invitations to events. There's a whole host of different types of marketing tactics which turn into strategies that we can help you with. We have a sales team, we have a marketing team. We can design and customize these pieces for you at no cost, again, if you're contracted with us. So utilize our services, utilize some of the expertise here to help build those to be more professional, be more visible to the community, but without adding cost or additional work to your plate. So again, I encourage you to use that. And here are just a few simple pieces, but we do have a whole library of pieces that we've created and those new ones that we can certainly put together and customize for you. So upgrade your marketing. If you're not doing marketing, you're missing a huge opportunity in the market, the community you serve, and you're missing out on a lot of sales by not doing that. Number 14. So I think we've made it to our final one. That is IAD annuity selling systems. So that would tell you if you're not selling annuities, we encourage you to do so. And they can be utilized for a number of reasons. One, we see the market has had some tremendous growth these last few years. We hope that continues. We don't know where it's going. But many persons, especially as they get older, they know that they need to protect some of their nest egg. They need to protect some of those dollars. They need to have that safe money. And that's what annuities often represent. Now, a lot of people, and I'll be in the bank and I'll hear people, oh, take out this and put it into a CD for me. Well, what are CDs paying? Maybe less than 1%, maybe 1%. Where annuities could earn them 3, 4, 5% throughout the year. They have some bonuses that may be attached. They have some income riders. There's a whole host of tremendous products out there that fit into that fixed annuity category. And a lot of agents are scared to get into those conversations. Well, again, we have conversation pieces. We have profile sheets. We can help you with running quotes. We can help diagnose what their needs are and send you out equipped with the right materials and the right information so you can be confident in presenting those. But again, it requires just asking a few simple questions, and we can provide those questions to you. Now, the great part is if you're in the annuity space, you should also be using these opportunities in these clients to turn into Medicare clients or other products. We see a lot of annuity agents that don't sell those products, but we encourage you to do so. Those people, they've entrusted you with their money. That's pretty serious. I'm certainly sure they would entrust you with helping them in their Medicare choices or in their other health insurance choices. So utilize that relationship, but great way to protect individuals in the areas where they need that safe money. Now, I will say this. This is not necessarily a strategy for all of their retirement or all of their savings, but it should be incorporated in a portion of their dollars. So let us help guide you through that. If you're not comfortable or not familiar with those products, we have a whole selling system, marketing pieces that you can utilize, and our team can help run some quotes and again, help make your job easy getting through that in a very compliant manner. So we encourage you to look into those products. Again, kind of along our theme, which is cross-selling and package selling, being better equipped with other products, and then ultimately helping your clients with the needs that they have and covering those concerns. So that'll do it for us today. I want to thank you for joining us. Let me check to make sure we don't have any questions. Doesn't look like we do. If you do have a question, we'll stay on for the next minute and hopefully we can answer those. If you have questions you'd like to take offline, I encourage you to call our office, email us, visit our website, and we'll be more than happy to answer those questions and see how we can help you to grow your business. Our goal at Insurance Advisors Direct is to simplify your sales success, which you'll see that as our motto and our theme throughout many pieces we put out. We encourage you to join us next week where we'll be having another Friday webinar series. I believe next week we're getting into some other products, and we'll have one of our sales managers discussing dental, vision, hearing, hospital indemnity, final expense, and she's actually going to show you some of our job aids or product comparisons and walk through which products. We've talked about cross-selling here, but now which products and carriers can fit those cross-selling needs. So stay tuned for those invitations. You can also go to our website. On our website, there is at the top menu bar, there is a spot for upcoming events, and you can click on those, see what's coming up. You can register for those. Some may be subject to change, but we hope to hit on each of those topics. I believe we have everything up for the first quarter of the year. So see what we're doing all the way through March. And then keep a lookout for our email invitations or our social media posts to see what other events and other trainings we'll have coming either through Zoom, through other social media platforms, or once we can all get back together safely, we'll be doing those live events. Again, if you want to revisit this or some of our other training material, please visit our YouTube channel and register for that. or again, you can register on our website for other agent tools and services. And you can also view some of our training videos there as well. So it looks like we do not have any questions. I'd like to thank you for spending this 45 minutes with us today. We hope we were able to give you some good food for thought, some good ideas that you can incorporate into your sales for 2021. We hope everyone's staying safe and healthy out there, and we certainly look forward to serving your needs throughout this year. If there's anything we can do, please reach out to our sales team and we'll go to work for you. So again, hope you enjoy the rest of your Friday, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we look forward to working with you. Bye now.